Hello everyone, my name is James. Today I want to share a story that still haunts me, a story of betrayal, pain, and lessons learned the hard way. This is the story of how my own blood brother, the person I trusted the most, stole everything I worked for, years of sweat, sacrifice, and dreams, all gone in an instant. The journey begins. I came to America 20 years ago from Nigeria, full of hope and determination. I had no legal documents, no family to support me, and barely any money in my pocket. But I had one thing, an unshakable will to work hard and make something of myself. The first state I lived in was Maryland. It wasn't easy. Without papers, my job opportunities were limited, but I found a way to survive. I became a cab driver, working day and night just to build a future. For 12 hours straight, I would drive, barely resting, just to wake up and do it all over again. My life was work, eat, sleep, repeat. I had no time for fun, no time for myself, just one mission: to make money and invest in my future back home. I shared a small apartment with a friend, living frugally, saving every dollar I could. While most people were enjoying their earnings, I had a different plan. Every dime I made, I sent back home to Nigeria to my younger brother. I trusted him blindly. I believed he was looking out for me as much as I was looking out for him. The first investment, my dream home. The first big project I embarked on was buying land. My brother told me about a property, several plots of land going for 40 million naira. It was a huge sum, but I had faith. I sent him the money and he assured me the land was purchased. He even sent me documents. At the time, I didn't know they were forged. Since I didn't have papers, I couldn't leave the US to go see the land myself. I had no choice but to trust my brother. Years later, when I was finally ready to build, I sent more money. This time, it was for my dream home, a house that will be waiting for me when I eventually returned. He sent me architectural plans for a beautiful mansion, something that made all my sacrifices feel worth it. I worked tirelessly, sending more and more money for construction, believing I was building my future, carrying everyone's burden. While I was investing in my dream, I was also carrying the financial weight of my brother's life. He never worked. He never struggled like I did. But because he was my brother, I didn't complain. I sent him money for his daily expenses. I paid for his wedding. I sponsored his children's education. And I even started a business for his wife. At some point, I realized he was living better than me. While I was still driving my old Camry, I had shipped him a brand new car. I convinced myself that it was okay. After all, family is everything, right? The second investment, the hotel project. After some time, my brother came up with a business idea. Why don't we build and develop a hotel? It sounded perfect. With the earnings, I could finally relax, knowing I had a steady source of income waiting for me in Nigeria. Once again, I poured everything I had into the project. Every single dollar I made from working multiple jobs, I sent back home. My days were long, my nights were short, but I didn't care. I believed I was securing my future. He would send me updates, pictures of construction, documents, progress reports. Everything seemed to be going well. I was excited. I imagined the day I would finally visit my home country and see everything I had worked so hard for. The truth unfolds. Years passed and I finally got my US papers. The moment I had waited for had arrived. I could finally travel back to Nigeria. My heart was full of joy. I imagined stepping into my house, seeing my hotel, and knowing that my hard work had paid off. The moment I landed, my brother was there to pick me up. We hugged, laughed, and everything felt normal. But deep inside, something was off. When I told him I wanted to see my house immediately, he hesitated. "We need to get cleaners first," he said. I insisted. "I don't need cleaners. Just take me there." Excuses after excuses, he tried to delay me, but I pushed harder. Eventually, the truth came out. There was no house. I stood there in shock, my mind refusing to accept what I was hearing. "What do you mean there is no house? You sent me pictures. You showed me documents." He couldn't even look me in the eye. It turned out that he had never built the house. He had been lying to me all along. But that wasn't even the worst part. When I demanded to see the hotel, I discovered that it had been built, but he had sold it. My own brother had sold the very project I spent years building. My entire future, my retirement plan, my hard-earned money, it was all gone. The pain of betrayal. It felt numb. The man I had trusted, the man I had taken care of for years, had betrayed me in the worst way possible. My sacrifices, my sleepless nights, my dreams, they all vanished in an instant. I had worked my entire life for nothing. I had given him everything, thinking I was helping my family. But in reality, he had been using me. And now, after 20 years of struggle, I had nothing to show for it. A hard lesson learned. I share this story not for pity, but as a warning. If you are in the diaspora and planning to invest in Africa, do not trust blindly. If you cannot personally oversee your project, do not send money. Even family, no, especially family, can betray you. I never thought my own blood would do this to me, but he did. If it happened to me, it could happen to anyone. To those who are working tirelessly, sacrificing for a better future, please be careful. Don't let your years of hard work go to waste. Thank you for listening. Please share this story so others won't fall into the same trap. And if you want to hear more life lessons and real stories, don't forget to subscribe to this channel.